How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And we're going to be talking about Lucid Group. You guys know this video is coming. I know many of you want to get into this play, and I exercise saying have patience if you believe in the long-term prospects. This stock can come down to the $20 range or below. And look where we're at. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We know it's pulled back quite a bit, and I was telling you guys to be patient when it comes to your entries, and now we have some opportunities, so we're going to take a look at the price some more and see what else we can look forward to. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information, and as well as seeing, hey, are institutions loading up on shares? And we can see this from the filings. We're going to find that all out. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. Yes, Lucid has pulled back quite a bit, visiting the $19 range, where institutions loading up on shares, taking advantage of that dip. We're going to find that out as well. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for Lucid Group. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $20.63, being down 1.90%. On the low, it tested $19.86, and then on the high, testing $20.88. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 14.921 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 8.926 million shares. So we had above average volume on the day, but we can see there was a good amount of selling pressure here. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which we're using the 1-year daily, you can see from the RSI down below, looking beat up right here around 36.84. When we take a look at our moving averages here, we are below the 21-day EMA, we're also below the 100-day, and we're also below the 200-day. So usually when this occurs, when we're below all of our major moving averages, that means there's going to be a lot more downside risk in this side of the stock. We see we tested $19.86 on a day, so that ended up being an area of support. But of course, if it does decide to pull back even further, then the next level I want to see hold up will be right here around this $19 range. Now, of course, we'll be testing 1955 first, or 1950, let's call it the mid-19s. But like I said, if it breaks, look out for that 19 area. I was telling you guys I like Lucid when it's in the $20 range or below. So I'm actually going to wait even more because I want to get this a lot closer to 19 or below. We could see here, it wasn't too long ago, where it tested levels right here around $17.23 back in May. I am not saying it's going to go back there, but there is a possibility where we can easily end up testing here around the $18 range, especially on those lower levels. So if you have an opportunity to add in this particular area, it's not a bad idea whatsoever. So as far as where we saw on the high on the day, it was around $20.88. So of course, if you're on the bull side and you want to see some momentum, it's going to have to get above $21 and gain some steam. But as you can see right here, it has been on quite the downtrend. That's quite bearish. So that's why I'm saying if you want to look forward to seeing that reversal, you need to get back above 21 and then reclaim the 200-day here at 21.73. Build up some support, and then make a move from there. So we're going to take a look at the recent institutional ownership and the short interest information for Lucid Group. So we could see here green rows indicate new positions and red rows indicate closed positions. So we see for the filings we have for the 30th, we have two here from Trend Aggregation Aggressive Growth that went in with 3,230 shares, and we also have FOMO ETF that purchased 2,455 shares. And even when we take a look at the 26, we have Y-Intercept Hong Kong that went and purchased 25,506 shares. And then back on the 23rd, we had Morgan Stanley with a position of 875,278. So it's great seeing these filings, and there are institutions who are bullish on Lucid. Now, when we take a look at the short interest information, scrolling down even further, short shares availability is at 300,000. And as far as for the short ball fee rate, it's at 42.5%. 6.25%. So that is fairly high there. Now, when we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 25th, it was 42.54. The close for the 26th being at 41.31. And then the close for the 27th being at 33.99. So we see that it has gone down. So shorts are saying, hey, we don't see as much more downside as we saw in the past. So as far as where these prices are, that's what I was saying. It's good to be patient. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for LCID Lucid. So we can see on the inflow it's at 55.70, and then on the outflow it's at 64.95. We have 0 on the large for both. On the medium, we have 26.92, and then on the small, we have 28.78. On the medium side for outflows, it was at 35.31, so that ended up being a surplus there. And then on the small, we had 29.64. That was also a surplus compared to the inflow side. Now, when we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for today, August the 30th, we had 0, but on the 27th, big time outflow day, and then also we had one on the 24th, but we did have some green days on the 26th and as well as the 25th in regards to large scale orders. So what we see here, I would not be surprised. Yes, many are selling out of their positions. I was talking about a lot in previous videos. We do have shift going on inside of the market, a lot of money going into bigger cap type of plays, and the companies that are not profitable are the ones that are seeing these pullbacks, and Lucid is one of them. So just taking this into consideration and taking a look at that outflow, that's part of the reasons why we are seeing this. But the good thing about it is we do have people who are buying up the dip, because we can see this on the small and as well as on the medium side. So that is great for anyone that's looking to go long on Lucid or actually take advantage of the price that they're currently seeing. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for Lucid Group, the volatility inside of this play has definitely been a roller coaster, and it's part of the reasons why I told you guys to be patient with your entry if you want to get in for the long term. I know many of you inside of the comment sections in previous videos came out with your knives and your pitchforks saying, Dre, you're out of your mind. You're crazy. This stock is not going to go below $23 or $22. And look where we are. I am not trying to brag about it, but the kind of market that we're in, if you're not bringing in profits consistently, then of course you're going to have pullbacks. And that's why growth stocks have been getting hit very hard. And due to the fact that Lucid does not have any cars on the road that are making revenues and being able to actually drive up a profit, that's why they're feeling the brunt of it. And if you see it pulling back like that, no doubt in my mind, we could see retail investors and as well as traders, they're going to be selling out of their positions as well. And then when we went on Fintel, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. We can see it also has a high borrow fee around 42%. So just taking that into consideration, if you don't have a ton of volume coming through the stock, and I'm talking about like good volume, like buying pressure and so forth, then it's going to pull back. So as far as getting Lucid under $20, yes, it is possible, but it comes with patience. Can it go down even further? Yes, there is a possibility you could do that, but I really do feel the floor should stay at around $17 to $18 and so on. But yes, of course, I could be wrong about that. That's why it's very important that you do your homework and you do your due diligence. As far as Lucid overall and as far as its potential, I do believe it's there. And yes, I did say I'd pick up some shares if it got to the $20 range. But you know what? I'm not going to be buying as of yet, but I will be taking advantage of that pullback when it comes down later. Because we have to take a look at the environment. I want to be real with you guys here, because we have, hey, tapering is going to be happening towards the end of the year, or close to the end of this year to be exact. And also as far as interest rates, that's going to be going up, or it's bound to go up at some point very soon. So as far as for Lucid is concerned, it is not the best environment as far as for the stock, I'm saying. As far as for the overall company, all they have to do is just follow up on their goals as far as operations and make sure that they're returning value to their overall investors. So as far as for the stock price, we have to separate that, because that's going to have volatility, and if you can get in at a good cost, then that's what's really important, so you could ride that momentum up. If you got in and you have a high cost average, hey, you have some opportunities where you can look to average down. So again, this is not a bad thing, but anyone who's inside of this play and you're bullish on Lucid, of course you're going to want to see it return back to its previous levels. As far as how much time that's going to take, one thing you're going to need is a lot of big money flowing through this stock. I just want to make sure I'm clear about that, and also seeing catalysts catalysts come through and them actually following up on their operational goals. And of course, we know Lucid is not only going to be a car company. They said it themselves. This is a tech race. So that focus, I feel like, is really going to propel them for the future. And it's part of the reasons why I like this stock and I like it on a pullback as well. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.